Hello, my name is Jim Farrell and I am the president of Olivia Greets. I am going to walk through a couple different scenarios to give you an overview of how our patient check-in kiosk solution works. For starters, what you're looking at here is what we call the welcome screen. The welcome screen can take on a variety of formats. You could upload through your own portal a SWF file, which would provide a nice professional looking welcome screen, or something as simple as this, which is a PowerPoint presentation that is looping from slide to slide. Here we have East Side Imaging, and they have chosen to provide things such as flu prevention tips on their welcome screen. There's a couple different ways that you can check in, and I'll walk through the majority of the scenarios. But on the bottom you see a couple buttons, one titled Touchscreen Check-in and one titled Live Agent Check-in. And we will start with the touchscreen check-in. I'm using my laptop, so the screen is actually not touchscreen enabled. So I will be using the keyboard for most of this demonstration. But I would click Touchscreen Check-in, and it brings me to this field here. And again, you would typically be using the on-screen keyboard to do this. My birth date is January 1st. I would click Submit. It would then look to see if I existed and had an appointment in the practice management database. I do have an appointment, so it asks me to confirm my information, my address. And then I can click Submit. If I clicked No, there's usually a couple different scenarios that people like to go with. One is it simply flags my profile in the practice management system to let the staff know that my information needs to be updated. The alternative is I could correct my information. Some people do not want patients updating their own information and enter it into the system, which is why many people go with the flagged or alerted approach. So I would click Submit here, and then it would do the same thing for my insurance. And I would click Submit. Again, of course, if I wanted to update anything, we could have it flagged in the system, or again, I could update it on the screen. And then I click Submit, and I will have been checked in for the procedure. The next scenario will be, again, a touchscreen check-in process. However, I will pose as a patient who gets caught up in the process for one reason or another and cannot complete it, and opts to use the live assistance functionality. A big differentiator in this market is there are no other solutions that provide a live assistance option. They simply send the patient back to the reception desk or up to the reception desk, which in many cases defeats the purpose of a kiosk, as it's meant to relieve the burden on many of the front desk staff. So here my name would be Jim Harris, and let's say for some reason I get stuck. Now I could get stuck on this screen or any of the subsequent screens, so I would simply click Live Agent Assistance, and now it would place a call to a live agent who would be able to help me.
Hi, are you having some trouble checking in?
I am having some trouble checking in. Are you able to help me out?
Yeah, can I have your first name, please?
Yes, it is Jim.
And your last name?
It is Farrell.
Farrel.
Correct.
And what was the month and day you were born?
It's January 1st.
Okay, just 1 second. Can you confirm your address for me, please?
It is 380 Purdue Street in Valparaiso, Indiana.
And has there been any changes to your insurance policy?
No changes to my insurance.
Okay, you're now checked in and your forms will be printed. Thank you.
Great, thank you. So as you can see, I was a patient who was stuck in the check-in process. I called out to a live agent who could see the screen that I was on, and they can take over the process and check me into the system just as if they were a receptionist inside the clinic or the hospital that I was trying to check myself into. The last example that I will run through is when a patient would choose to avoid the touchscreen check-in process altogether. perhaps because they're not comfortable using a keyboard, and they would go straight to the live agent check-in. In this scenario, the phrases are scripted and pre-recorded, and the live agent who receives the call at the call center will simply be clicking on pre-recorded responses. So very easy to imagine that you could script the scenario to fit your exact workflow. But I would come over here and touch the live agent check-in.
Welcome to Eastside Imaging. Can I please have the name of the patient and the time of the appointment?
Yes, my name is Dan Miller, and my appointment is at 3 o'clock.
Can I have the day and month of your birthday?
It is May 17th.
Please hold on for a few moments while I look for your appointment. I see your appointment. Your forms will be printed next to the kiosk. Please verify your information and provide any other requested information. When you are finished, please bring the forms along with your prescription, insurance card, and license to one of our receptionists at the front desk. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, so as you can see, the avatar being operated by a live agent in a call center was really driving the conversation and asking the questions according to the workflow of a particular clinic. In all of these scenarios, it's extremely important to point out that our system integrates with the existing practice management system, and we adopt the workflow of that particular clinic. So we ask the questions that the clinic would typically ask. We update the system just as if it was a receptionist on site at that clinic, checking a patient into the system. So we take your workflow and adopt it to our solution. Certainly provides efficiencies, certainly provides a user-friendly interface, and it provides choice for customers to check in how they want to check in. Very similar to many other markets where people have gone from checking in with a ticket agent at the airport to using a kiosk to print their boarding pass. Other examples might be as the banking industry switched from tellers and moved to ATMs. Now you have many grocery stores today or home improvement stores that have self-checkout aisles, etc. So many examples of industries that have gone in this direction, and healthcare is a likely industry to move in the same direction. Thanks for your time.